Shalom, family. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. Ba'ashem meaning coming in the name of, and Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Lusano, I'm from the dirt, and I remember where I'm from. Back with another Monday morning, Pan con Café for July 6th, right? Children of the Covenant, back to edify the sheep. All praises to the Most High. Without further ado, let's get into it. Today I want to talk about contentment, right? We should learn to be content, and that'll keep us away from coveting, right? So let's start at Hebrews chapter 13, verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he has said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee, right? Contentment comes from trusting that the Most High is with you, right? You don't have to worry about not having. If you trust in the Most High, He's gonna make sure that you're good, right? Lack of faith leads to covetousness, and we don't want that. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content, right? True wealth isn't material, right? It's living righteously and being satisfied with your basic needs, right? Having food, having clothes on your back, right? The book of Philippians chapter 4, verses 11 and 12. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need, right? Contentment is learned. It doesn't depend on circumstances, right? You have to learn to be content, right? Salaki, I got this coffee, and we get into this bread of life. All praises to the Most High. The book of Luke chapter 3, verse 14. And the soldiers likewise demanded of him, saying, And what shall we do? And he said unto them, Do violence to no man, neither cause any falsy, and be content with your wages, right? Being content prevents corruption, oppression, and dishonesty. And, you know, as far as covetousness, right? There's a story that I heard where somebody was asking for a job, or somebody was offering a job, and the person who offered the job gave, he let him know how much you were going to make. And the guy agreed. He agreed to those wages, right? And another guy came, but he agreed to different wages. And the guy that first agreed to the wages was upset with the guy that agreed to better wages, right? He wasn't content, but that wasn't his fault, right? He should have, fought for your wages, asked about your wages. But don't hate on somebody for what blessings they're getting, right? Just trust in the Lord, right? And maybe it's just not for you. Maybe the Lord has something different for you. So we got to keep that in mind, right? Let's stay content no matter what we're going through throughout our day, throughout our lives, right? Now let's get the book of Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith, right? A small life with righteousness is better than wealth with stress and sin. Imagine a homeless person following the laws of God to the best of his ability and being content, being at peace. And then think of a rich man Um, everybody's going to want a part of what you have. You're not going to be able to find true friendship, right? Um, maybe even, true love, right? A spouse that actually loves you, right? Children are going to expect more. They're not going to respect you. They're gonna expect more. So think about that, right? It's better to have little with the fear of the Lord. Let's be content for the little stuff, the little things we have, right? Proverbs chapter 30, verses 8 and 9. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my God in vain. So notice he says, feed me with food convenient for me. Just give me what you feel is enough for my portion, right? Balance is the key. Too much or too little can lead you away from the Most High, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. So chasing money is never going to satisfy you. You're always going to want more and more and more, right? Contentment is the only thing that can break that cycle. Being content with what you have. Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 9. Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of the desire. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. Appreciate what you have instead of constantly chasing more, constantly wanting more, desiring more. The book of Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Worrying about material things shows a lack of trust. Contentment comes from faith. How strong is your faith? I'm going to close out with 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that which be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. The desire for more can destroy you, right? But being content is what's going to protect your soul. Be content with what you have. Trust in the Lord. Keep your faith strong, right? So that's the Monday morning Pan con Café for July 4th. Please, family, learn to be content, right? Let's practice contentment. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. Ba'ashem, meaning coming in the name of, and Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Shalom, and I love y'all, family.